China's aggressive campaign to assert its territorial claims has escalated tensions across the Asia-Pacific region. From the South China Sea to the East China Sea and even Taiwan, Beijing has taken increasingly bold actions to challenge its neighbors and wear down their resolve. In recent years, as China's military capabilities have grown, it has asserted its claims in long-running maritime disputes with greater assertiveness. These escalating actions, whether over the islands in the East China Sea claimed by Japan, the self-ruled territory of Taiwan, or the South China Sea, have coincided with Beijing's rivals drawing closer to the United States. China believes its strong-arm tactics are paying dividends, said Duan Dang, a Vietnam-based maritime security analyst. Indeed, Beijing has deployed military and Coast Guard vessels in the South China Sea in attempts to force the Philippines out of strategically important reefs and islands. Experts warn that the number of fronts where an accident could spiral suddenly is very real. The latest flashpoint is Sabina Shoal, just 140 kilometers west of the Philippine island of Palawan, where China recently took control measures against two Philippine Coast Guard ships it claimed had illegally entered the waters. China has long sought to expand its power and influence in the South China Sea, brushing aside an international ruling that its sweeping territorial claims have no legal basis. It has built artificial islands fortified with missile systems and runways, and deployed vessels that the Philippines says harass its ships and block its fishermen. Analysts say Beijing is trying to wear down the resolve of regional rivals like the Philippines, which has strengthened ties with traditional ally the United States. While a mutual defense pact may deter outright war, China sees opportunities to tighten the screws on Manila as Washington is distracted. Beyond the South China Sea, China's assertiveness has extended to Taiwan and the East China Sea. It has sent increasing numbers of fighter jets, drones, and naval vessels around Taiwan as part of a strategy to keep the democratic island on high alert against a potential invasion. And in the East China Sea, Beijing has ratcheted up pressure over a disputed island group controlled by Japan. Experts warn that China is probing the limits of its neighbors' responses, seeking to establish greater control across the region through its aggressive tactics. They're trying to see how far they can push, said Chong Ja Ian of the National University of Singapore.